Focus on yourself and watch everything fall into place. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with you today. I want to begin with a simple question. What if I told you that most of what you're chasing, success, love, peace, clarity, isn't found in the noise of the world, but within yourself? We live in a time when distraction is normal. We are pulled in 100 directions: jobs, relationships, social media, expectations. We measure ourselves against others and constantly wonder, am I doing enough or am I falling behind? But today, I want to offer you a different perspective. What if the most powerful thing you could do is focus on yourself? Not in a selfish way, but in a deeply self-aware, purpose-driven, and intentional way. Because when you focus on yourself, your growth, your healing, your purpose, something amazing starts to happen. Everything else begins to fall into place. Let's begin by talking about a trap many of us fall into: the need for external validation. We want approval from our bosses, likes on social media, praise from family, acceptance from peers. We're constantly looking outward, hoping the world will give us permission to feel good about ourselves. But here's the problem: when your self-worth depends on others, you're never in control. Their opinions become the fuel you rely on. And what happens when they don't give you what you're hoping for? You crash. That's not freedom, that's bondage. Focusing on yourself means taking back that power. It means you no longer chase validation. Instead, you build confidence from within, by knowing your values, your goals, your worth. And ironically, when you stop trying to impress others, that's often when they start paying attention. Because nothing is more attractive, more inspiring, than someone who's grounded, self-aware, and walking their path with confidence. Now you might be wondering, what does focusing on myself actually look like? It starts with self-awareness. You can't fix what you're not aware of. You can't grow if you do know where you stand. Ask yourself, what are my values? What are my strengths and weaknesses? What am I running from? Am I living my life or just reacting to it? Most of us are on autopilot. We wake up, check our phones, go to work, come home, scroll, sleep, repeat. There's no pause to reflect. Focusing on yourself means hitting that pause. It means journaling, meditating, spending time alone, asking hard questions, sitting with discomfort. Because from that awareness comes clarity. And from clarity comes direction. You can't watch things fall into place if you don't even know what you want your life to look like. Let's talk about something uncomfortable: growth. Focusing on yourself also means choosing growth over comfort. That's not easy. It requires discipline. It requires saying no to distractions. It means healing old wounds, letting go of toxic relationships, breaking old habits. Growth is uncomfortable, but you know what's more painful? Staying stuck. When you invest in your growth mentally, emotionally, spiritually, your environment begins to change. Why? Because you start attracting different things. You stop settling, you raise your standards. You outgrow situations that no longer align with your higher self. And yes, this can be lonely at times. But loneliness during growth is temporary. Regret from not growing, that lasts a lifetime. When you focus on yourself, on your mindset, your habits, your boundaries, you start to experience something rare in this world: inner peace. This doesn't mean your life is perfect. It means you've stopped depending on the outside world to give you peace. You're anchored in something deeper. And when you're at peace, your decisions change, your reactions change, your energy shifts. You stop forcing things. You start attracting the right people, the right opportunities, the right outcomes, because you're no longer operating from fear or desperation, but from clarity and self-trust. Inner alignment leads to outer alignment. As the saying goes, as within, so without. Here's another truth: focusing on yourself also means letting go. Letting go of comparison, people-pleasing, the need to control everything, old versions of yourself that no longer serve you. Letting go is hard, especially when your identity has been tied to those things. But just like you can't climb a mountain while carrying unnecessary weight, you can't move forward in life holding on to what's holding you back. So ask yourself, what do I need to release so I can rise? Focusing on yourself is not a one-time event, it's a lifestyle. It's found in the rituals you build, what you do every day when no one's watching. Morning routines that set the tone. Workouts that strengthen not just your body, but your discipline. Reading that expands your mind. Boundaries that protect your peace. Quiet time that nurtures your soul. These small, daily acts compound into major life transformation. They're how you align with your best self consistently. One of the greatest lessons you can learn in life is this: your energy is your responsibility. Not your partner, not your bosses. Not the government, not the world. When you focus on yourself, you take ownership of how you show up. You learn to protect your peace. Honor your emotions and choose your reactions. You stop blaming, you stop waiting for the world to change. You become the change. And that power, that autonomy, it's life-changing. So let me bring this all together. Focusing on yourself is not about being selfish. It's about being self-aware, self-responsible, and self-empowered. When you prioritize your healing, your growth, your energy, your truth, you unlock a version of yourself that is magnetic. You stop chasing. You start attracting. You stop forcing. You start flowing. And the things you thought you had to struggle for, peace, purpose, connection, begin to find you. Because now you're in alignment. So my challenge to you today is this: take your power back, turn your attention inward. Focus on yourself and just watch. Watch everything start to fall into place. Thank you.